Yeah. You know what kind of
Like
series? Oh, go
we
ahead.
broke a record in Australia last year for the closest top five in Australian racing history.
Ooh.
The top five being separated by less than 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, so I actually qualified third. Um, I was in my race last year. I was the only driver to not qualify below third place all year.
Mm.
And then that weekend we had. So I was third. I was less than, I think I was .008 off pole in third place.
Wow. It's sort of like that race in Atlanta from a few weeks back in the NASCAR series, wasn't it? Wasn't it like that close or something, time-wise?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that race was quite close, but I think we might even have like the record in all time. It was so close.
That is...
They did the calculations. This is my metric system in mind. No. I think, no, it'll work. I think it was the top three were separated by less than half an inch on distance on the track.
Oh, man.
If we went across and then lined us up at the line, I think we're less than half an inch.
Oh, wow. That's like that IndyCar race at Chicago that was close, I believe, back in 2008 or 2009, where the margin was literally the tip of the IndyCar. Don't know if you've seen footage of that. It's so close, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on that. That's something to remember.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. If you ever get to America as far as racing, you know one series you might be good at, just based on what I've seen? You should look into GT America. GT America.
Yeah, I've had a look at that, and I've had a few opportunities to go and do that, especially after I went and did Indy Pro 2000. It's now called USF Pro 2000. 2 years ago, I went and did that with Jay Howard Driver Development. Jay Howard Driver Development. I went and did that for 2 rounds, and then when I came back and started my Porsche career in Australia, I had a few opportunities to go to America and continue my career over there. But yeah, see what happens in the future.
Yeah, for sure. I went to the GT America races in Nashville a few years ago when the IndyCar series raced in the streets, and I actually have a funny memory from my very first day at the track if you want to hear it.
Yes, for sure.
I entered the track by walking over that bridge over the river with a friend of mine that went to the race, and once we showed our tickets and got access, we went into the stadium area with all the fields and all that, hearing the cars roaring past, and I was talking with my friend about the history of motorsports in America and just IndyCar in general, telling her about it because she didn't know much about racing, and all of a sudden, I found myself lying on the ground with a little bit of pain in my side after being hit by what was obviously a golf cart. And I was wondering who hit me, obviously, and I stood up, and guess who was behind the wheel? Roger Penske.
That's a story.
Yeah, that's a story to tell my grandkids one day if I ever have any. By the way, I got run into by Roger Penske.
Pretty good.
It was awesome. And it actually felt like an honor. I mean, I had a huge bruise in the side, but I didn't care. Penske's like the biggest name you can meet, and so when you're a race fan and you get run into by him, you can kind of accept it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be like Jack Brabham running into you, or Dennis Firestone running into you, or even Scott McLaughlin, just a lot of big names. It's like that, you know? Know what I mean?
Yeah.